It's not a good day. It's not a good day today for the theater kids.
Line.
Hi, dolls. Welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. And today we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 8 of Ginny and Georgia, Is That a Packed Lunch? I keep hearing that the ending of this season is intense. The whole season has been intense, but the ending, I'm sure they are famous for leaving great cliffhangers in every episode. So the finale is going to be a bomb dropped. I am happy, however, that for those of you who don't know, we are officially signed on for a Season 4. When they announced Season 3, they immediately announced Season 4 as well. So it's kind of nice to have that security in knowing that whatever is dropped, we can theorize and have our questions and, assumptions or guesses as to what is going to happen. It makes it a lot more fun to be able to do that. So let's jump in. But before we do, don't forget that these are fully unedited over on Patreon, as are a ton of other shows, movies, musicals, tons and tons of things that we are doing. I keep reiterating we are going to be watching The Summer I Turned Pretty in July. I cannot wait for that to drop. So go check it out. But without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 8 of Ginny and Georgia, Is That a Packed Lunch?
The feelings are cold.
Oh, he knows. Yeah, he's stuck.
My mom said that love is always sticking around.
And she's right, but so is honesty with your partner. So is loyalty
Ginny,
and
wait up.
respect.
I'm so
Hi.
sorry. I did not handle that well.
No, you
That's
didn't.
wild.
Whatever you decide, I'll be there.
Well, it's done, so we don't need you.
I already took care of it.
Are you relieved?
I hope that when you need someone, they show up for you.
I want you to have that.
I do. I do have that. We were just having fun. It's not like we really like each other.
He had different feelings than
We
that.
don't really like each other.
Oh, he did not feel that way.
Very worthy of submitting to the Boston Youth Poet Laureate contest. Would you like me to?
Yes, please.
Good.
Because I already did.
It's tricky.
Love
Jake.
Mr. K.
All of you, aspiring young poets. Your baby can't be born in prison.
Our baby.
Don't even need them.
But they're from Mom. Are you a baby?
The glasses. Oh.
No. Good man.
Oof. Get the glasses, Cynthia. She's pulling a Georgia. Manipulation,
Well,
but
sure
it's
is,
working.
darling.
Betty. Is that a third girl?
We had an alert of a window open in your home. Best come check it.
Blah, blah, blah. We have a quick kiss. Well, we can kiss. I mean, it's just rehearsal. But if it's in the script.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Line.
Guys, we need to be off book.
Luna, I love you.
Dude.
I love you too.
Oh.
Guys.
Can't help what you feel.
Chased down the street naked by his wife screaming that she wants a divorce.
Boy, that's
Really?
crazy.
Nice to know there's a little bit of crazy going on around here. It doesn't involve us.
Oh, there's always crazy going around. It's just hidden well.
Great.
Your dad tells me that you like horseback riding.
They just out me as a horse girl right now?
She's the biggest horse girl.
I was not-
Anna loves to ride.
Well, that much is obvious.
Hey, don't be vulgar.
Abby.
My mom's on trial for murder. Would you, excuse me?
You don't hate your dad.
I hate what he did. I hate Gil.
Yeah.
We all hate
Your
Gil.
mom told me about Gil.
She told you? I miss you being here. There's no one to make fun of Joe with.
I'm standing right here.
Look how he's standing. I feel like a Barbie, and the little girl who's playing with me is just bashing my head against the wall.
That's poetry.
Both your parents love you. That's something.
Yeah.
You're so baby girl.
I do not know what that means.
That's a compliment. Did you just throw up?
Oh.
Yeah. Cheese does crazy things to my stomach.
Don't be a dick, Abby.
Don't think with your dick, John.
They're so bizarre.
Come by the house sometime. I can show you my horse trophies and.
Come by.
Uh-oh, they're living together. Oh.
Abby.
I made you coffee, and I packed you a lunch.
Thanks.
Jumped right back into routine. Crazy thing is that George is doing all
so you
this
know
to
how my
sway
mom is
him,
friends
and
with
she could have
Cynthia?
just been honest and loved him.
Well, I babysit for Zach a lot. Just wondering if you wanted to come. I mean, I know things have been really hard, and I just...
Good job,
Okay,
Nora.
I sent you a
Good
draft of your statement for the
friend.
press conference. Timing
Caprese
and strategy.
skewers. My
Unpack.
God, she's really trying
We
hard.
agreed that you didn't get to me.
It's a cupcake.
Ginny, come on.
It's interesting that we think back to all the times, or at least I do, of how people tried to bring this up to Georgia. Like Zion brought up, what's the plan? Paul brought up, what's the plan? I mean, Lynette, most of all, what is your plan if this, and that happens? And if she had a plan for that, it wouldn't have been so traumatic on everybody being ripped apart.
She's doing really well. Probably better than she did with me.
No, because you're there to help.
And Austin is doing great.
No more secrets between us, okay?
I promise.
He didn't know about that?
Yeah, where the hell was I? Car camping?
In Seoul.
It's okay, I want to hear.
Wow, you are so different from Mom in therapy. It's like you didn't want to see it. You two had this epic love.
You chose Mom over me.
Wow.
Let me make one thing absolutely clear. There is no one above you. Ever.
Would it be fair to say you feel powerless?
Which is interesting because I was just saying the same thing about her
You
and
guys
Paul.
make so many decisions. I'm not even with my little brother.
I'm not sorry I protected you, but I am so sorry for not doing it sooner.
Yeah. That's a good point. You know, I keep saying how, like, Ginny keeps pointing out, like, you swooped in, tried to be a father now. I thought that Zion at the time, like, we've seen the flashbacks. We know that he was unaware of a lot of the things, car camping. We had baby Ginny being like, yeah, Mom has a job. Yeah, I love my apartment. So he was just like, okay, cool, and brushed it under the rug. But, like, I thought at this point he was aware of it. I thought at this point he became aware along the way of certain things and certain lies. I'm shocked to see that he was completely oblivious to all of this. But Ginny brings up a good point. Maybe it's that you didn't want to see it. You knew how Georgia was when you were living together in the apartment before you left for Korea, that she was having a hard time, that she couldn't find a job, that she had 2 kids and she had no money and was in a rough place. You think she just magically got a job in an apartment like that and was all of a sudden doing great? Like, you didn't think to look into that a little more and make sure that there was security there? Or you were just like, okay, cool, it's taken care of, I can focus on myself? Like, you should have checked in more. You should have made sure that that was the situation as the father. This is bad. This is so bad.
Hey there, big fat guy.
Nice work.
Is Ginny okay?
She's fine.
Ah, the therapy.
You wanted Ginny all to yourself?
Paul's upstairs.
Wow. How'd you manage that?
What do you want?
I should have known when you shot your dad in the head.
My stepdad for molesting me. My dad's in prison. I couldn't have shot.
He totally just put it
Hey, Rose.
together.
Hi.
What are the
Hi.
chances
Hi.
that they both would be?
Are you bulimic?
No. What? No.
Nora, it's okay,
I self-injure.
Abby.
Whoa, what is happening right now?
I have herpes. Well, it's more of a cold sore and it comes when I get stressed.
I had an abortion last week. Nora.
Oh no, I don't actually have another one.
My first orgasm was with a toothbrush. Nora.
No, I don't.
Nora!
I don't. I do get ready with V's and fairy makeup. Like while protecting Jinty. It is a good book, okay? Abby, whatever. You know what?
Don't be
You
embarrassed
guys are
to like
so
what you like,
dramatic.
Nora.
Oh my God. I make myself throw up sometimes. Totally under control and I can stop whenever I want, which I will now because this is so embarrassing. I'm okay. Max is gonna be so mad that we trauma bonded without her.
Oh God. We cannot tell her.
Oh, I'm adopted.
Yeah, dude, we know. No, like I could have used that for one of my trauma things.
Oh,
Don't drink wine. You can't be drinking wine.
What
Oh
is that?
God, this is bad. Oh God, this. Oh, he's gonna make her take one.
I loved you.
He did.
I truly loved you. I could have
believe
protected
it.
you. We would have been unstoppable. God, I
Georgia,
put
you did.
everything on the line for you, and you still never saw how much I was in this. I knew you did it. And I still didn't leave.
Oh,
You were gonna divorce me. You left.
Because you kept things from me.
You're the
reason my kids are gone.
No, don't blame him for that.
You are the reason Ginny and Austin were my family. That baby would have been my family.
Oh my God.
You are the most selfish person I have ever met. Ginny and Austin.
Oh my God, that scared me. They were showing signs of it. Like I said, the bedroom scene, I did not like how he pushed her down. They're all dressed as fairies. I love it. You gotta leave the car running, girls.
I have a crush on Tris. Please don't tell Maxine. She can make it a whole queer thing.
After considerable thought,
Oh God, we're
I have
announcing
decided
divorce.
to divorce my wife. I'm also endorsing Proposition 38, allowing big business inside town lines.
Why are we doing that?
Do you think George is guilty?
No comment.
That wasn't a no.
George and Paul asked me to stop representing you. I'm sorry. $800 an hour.
Ooh. What are the chances I'm going to prison for the rest of my life?
Very good.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, what is gonna stop this? Oh my God, she's stealing Marcus's bike? Wow.
In the back.
Marcus, Mom's gonna be home late.
They have turned us into Zion. That's what I feel right now. I feel like I'm Zion. I have so much to say. Oh, baby Austin.
This is a death sentence for her. No comment?
So, you know how we said things couldn't get any worse?
She got arrested already, didn't she? That didn't take long, did it?
She stole my bike.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I turned myself in.
Oh.
I would rather spend my life locked up than never see you again.
Yes, not running away from your kids is the right thing, Mom.
Mom, please.
We have 2 episodes left.
It's
like,
okay, Peach. It's okay.
What's going on?
where should I start?
You know how you said it wasn't on me? I think it kind of has to be.
What does that mean?
I have to fight for my mom.
Guys, I am stressed. I'm stressed right now. This is a very stressful season. All right, there you have it. Episode 8. Is that a packed lunch? Oh my God, we have 2 episodes left. We have 2 episodes left. That felt like a finale to me. This is insane. I don't even know where to begin. So I guess let's go with not the easy stuff, but we'll go from like least important to most. We have Ginny and Nora confront Abby about her eating disorder, and they do it in like the most beautiful bestie way possible. I have faults, you have faults, everybody has faults. Let's talk about them and lay it out on the table. And I think that this is a great stepping stone because Abby does say, I'm fine, and they kind of brush it over. But at least the friends are now aware that there is an issue, and she knows that she can feel comfortable enough to talk to them. She also admits that she has a crush on Tris, which I love for her. And we have really sweet moments with Nora and Ginny, having Nora invite her over to the play date that Zach and Austin are having. Love this for them. Austin is not being subjected to Gil's insanity quite yet, but we do have the scene where he makes him throw away the glasses because he's a baby, and he gets punched in the face by Joe. Love Joe for that. He gets punched in the face by Joe. It's amazing. I love it. At the same time, this is slowly building the anger in Gil. You can see it. He is not putting the nice guy attitude on anymore. He's very aggressive. He's very angry. He's very scary. And it's making me scared for him to have Austin in that situation with that mentality. So I am really... Again, as I said in the previous episode, pit my stomach, feel like I want to puke every time I see Austin with Gil, and it's making me even more nervous now that all of this is happening. Max and Sophie kiss in the play for a little too longer than they should. I'm not worried about Silver because I feel like Silver's already tapped out, and I feel like Max is already tapped out from Silver. They just haven't discussed it yet. but they do need to discuss it. We also get a really interesting scene with Bracia and Brian. I love you. What's my line? I love you too. And then we have a group talk with the friends about how, this is your crush. You've loved him since 8th grade. What's going on? And she just, I don't know. She doesn't know. I mean, I feel like I've been there before. If you ever had a crush on someone for so long and then things start to happen and you're like, oh, it's not that exciting anymore. Maybe I didn't love this person, or maybe I didn't really want to be with this person. Maybe it was just the excitement and the thought of it, and now I kind of want to move on to other things. It's sad because the person didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It's just you can't help what you feel. So I think Bracia's starting to work that out now, and I love that for her. Cynthia is having a rough time. Medical bills are pouring in. She can't figure out how to keep her house. She doesn't know how to do this by herself. She does break down and allows Austin to have the play date with Zach, which I love. But she does also open up to, I can't remember that woman's name. I know we've seen her before, that lady, and says that she slept with Joe. This makes me nervous because we know that Joe could be looked up at as a suspect. Cynthia, there are already talks of possibly trying to pin it on her and figure out how to sway, the jurors to think that maybe she did it to get the money. I feel like that comment is going to come back to bite her, and I feel bad for Cynthia because of that, but she said it. It is what it is now. It's out in the open. Wolf says he's sorry, apologizes for not being there. I was stupid. I shouldn't have reacted that way. And I respect him for saying that. I respect him for coming to her and being like, look, that was dumb. I can't believe I said that. I should have been there for you. With that said, it doesn't change the fact that it happened. And it doesn't change the fact that now Ginny feels a certain way about him. I love how she puts it where he's like, I want to be there. I want you to have that. I want someone to be there for you. I want you to have that. And she says, I do. She knows that she has the support in Marcus. She doesn't need it in Wolf, and she never really kind of wanted it in Wolf. If you think about all the times where she talks about him to her friends, she's like, yeah, I just want something fun. Yeah, I just want a distraction. Yeah, this is really exciting. He's there when I need to run away from my problems. And I don't think she ever really had her heart in it. I think that their moments were sweet. I think that they did have good times together, but she wasn't in love with Wolf. And you can see the look on his face when she's like, yeah, we were just having fun. We didn't have feelings involved. And he was like, oh, we didn't? He did. He definitely did. He didn't emphasize that point very much, but he did. She didn't. So I don't know if we're gonna have anything else going on with Wolf, but if we don't, I'm fine with it. I don't need it. I really don't need it. We have her win the poetry competition. I love how Mr. K is like, can I submit it? Okay, good, because I already did. And she freaking wins because, let's face it, our girl is quite the poet, and she deserved to win. She really, really deserved to win. But now, here comes the downfall. We have Zion go to therapy with Ginny, find out a plethora of things that he did not know about Ginny's upbringing in Austin and what they've gone through with Georgia, car camping to be specific of one of them. As I said, I thought he was aware of these things, but it just goes to show you how much Georgia has hid and continues to hide. Zion was mad about all this other and now on top of it, he realizes that this is what's happening. This was what was happening along the way. This is how you raised our kids. But it gets back to what we were saying before too with Ginny. And this is why at the end here, I said, I feel like Zion. I feel like Zion. Because throughout the whole season, what have I been saying? I love Georgia. I want to protect Georgia. But. I love Georgia. I don't want Georgia to go to jail. But. Zion gets accused of by Ginny. Did you know that all of that was going on and you just assume maybe that something was going on and you just didn't want to see it? Or were you really that oblivious? And which is worse? I feel like I am holding on to loving Georgia, to wanting to protect her, to wanting her to have a happy, positive life. And even though I am seeing a lot and I am pointing it out, I'm still willfully not seeing things, right? I don't want to really go at her. I don't want to really dissect every single little thing that she does. Even the pregnancy thing. She tells Paul that she's pregnant. And I'm like, that is so up, but I get it. You should never do that to somebody, but it's her Hail Mary. She's got no other choice. Like, I'm still defending her. That's not defendable. You don't do that to somebody. You don't do that to somebody. You don't defend it. It's just wrong. It's again with murder. You don't say he's suffering. You don't say it was a release. It's murder. It's wrong. It doesn't matter. And so it's interesting how they really, I feel, made the audience feel like Zion in that moment, in that comparison with what Ginny says. Did you really not see it? Or did you not want to see it because you wanted to live in ignorance's bliss land? So I like the therapy session with them. I think that they really got through to each other on a different level. And she says, you know, I don't hate you. I just hate what you did. And he understands her a little bit more. She understands him a little bit more. I don't blame him for saying he wants to fight Georgia on custody. I don't, because it gets to a point now where regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of whether I showed up or didn't, and you did or didn't, or how it was shown up, we're in this situation now. This is what's going on. This is what's best for the kids, because we're always thinking of the kids first. So you can say that Zion wasn't there and Georgia was. You can question how Georgia did things and how he did things. The fact of the matter is she's up for murder. She's probably going to go to jail. Zion is successful and stable and the proper parental figure in this unit. He's probably going to fight her for custody and he's probably going to win, especially now that we have Joe. So Paul figures out through the conversation with Zion that she is not pregnant. It was Ginny's pregnancy test. And she was using it against him. And he is now getting more familiar with George's games, which is why he like instantly realizes, oh my God, I'm being a fool. And he brings home the pregnancy test. She admits it. And this fight was really interesting. I almost want to watch it again because the things that are said and the emotions that are conveyed, Paul broke my heart with how intense he was, him crying and screaming, I loved you. I loved you. You're always talking about how you want somebody to be there for you and back you up. Don't you wonder why I never asked you if you did it? Because I knew you did. Not even he was questioning it. Not even he didn't want to ask the question. He's like, I freaking knew you were guilty. There was no doubt in my mind that you did it, but I still supported you. And you didn't see that. You didn't even see that. And you just kept screwing with me and you just kept lying to me. It's like you feel like a fool. Or if I was Paul, at least, I would have felt like a fool knowing that my partner is a murderer and still accepting that and supporting them. And then on top of it, they're still treating you like even more of a fool. Like you don't know that they actually did it and they're lying about all this other stuff. It's like, really? So I get him. I feel that in that situation. And then her trying to stand up for it like it's your fault that Ginny and Austin got taken away. No, you're still not taking responsibility. This is your fault. We're in this mess because you killed Tom. Don't go pointing fingers at me. Which, by the way, it really wasn't his fault. Zion and Gil got together. That's at least how I perceived it. Got together and made the reports for child services. So it's really not Paul's fault. Maybe he had something to do with it, but so we have this whole breakout fight and then it turns chaotic. I'm on Paul's side 100% during this whole thing, and then he starts getting in her face, and then he starts backing her up to the wall, and then he slams the wall. And my heart crushes because the look on George's face of this PTSD, of what she's experienced, of what Paul knows she has experienced because he's found out things along the way this season, for him to do that and put her in that position, there's no going back from that. And I think at this point, Georgia was already out of love with him. We could see this when, he's hugging her, he's putting his arms around her in bed, and she isn't like, oh, I finally have my husband back, I feel so safe and secure. She's like, oh, I gotta stick this out until the court case is over and then we're good. That's not love. So I mean, after that was the last straw. There was no coming back from that. You could see that Paul was really mad at himself for getting to that point, and the two of them together is not a healthy thing. He leaves, and he says he wants to file for a divorce. They've been hounding him to make a statement. He has finally made his statement. We're filing for divorce. And he says no comment when they ask him if he thinks Georgia is guilty, which is worse than saying, no, I don't. It's not open for debate when you say no comment, because if you don't think they're guilty, you're going to say, no, I don't think they're guilty. And that is the nail in the coffin. So Josh is gone. I was thinking, since they're married, his money is her money. I can't remember if she signed a prenup or not, but I guess it doesn't matter because Josh said he was doing it as a favor for Paul's dad anyway. So, like, unless she's coming up with $800 an hour because he has invested so much time in this already, Josh is gone. Josh is gone. And if there were any chance to salvage this at all whatsoever, Georgia blows it up. Because what does she do? She goes and she gets her blood eye jacket and she gets all the money that she has hidden and she is ready to bolt. Because what does she do? She always runs away from their problems. Joko walks in on this. And I think it's really interesting that she's like, listen, you could either stay here with me and hang out with me in my last moments, or you can leave. But this is what I'm doing. Joe has known Georgia the longest aside from Zion. Georgia has opened up to him about so much. He accepts her for who she is. She even says, you've never judged me before. Don't look at me like you're judging me. That's what I love about you, is that you don't judge me. I mean, if you're going to love Georgia, you got to love her for who she is and not question things. So he stays. And they have their little romantic rendezvous. I've been waiting for this for so long. I love Joe so much. And I want them to have that moment. But that was like, I couldn't enjoy it because I was so mad at Georgia. I was so mad at Georgia, and I couldn't get over how mad I was at her enough to enjoy her and Joe being together finally. And it's frustrating because, like, that's the whole point of the scene, right? Is like, listen, take your chance while you can get it, or I'm on. This is who I am. What do you want to do? And he understands that. So they hook up. And I'm happy for Joe and I'm happy for Georgia. But then she goes and tries to steal Marcus's bike. And she puts Max in a really weird position because Max sees her. And she asks Max not to say anything. Now, I am beyond frustrated with her because the proper adult intelligent thing to do would be to fight tooth and nail as hard as you possibly can by doing whatever you can to stay with your children and stay out of jail. But she can't help herself. It's Georgia. She cuts off her ankle bracelet and she books it. GINNY says everything that I am feeling, which is, you were gonna leave us. You were not gonna say goodbye. You were going to run away from your problems. You were legitimately going to just disappear and never come back, and because you thought that we were better off without you. First of all, just because Austin's thriving right now in like what has it been, 2 weeks that he's been with Gil, does not mean that that is still a safe situation for him to be in. So I'm pissed off at you for that, Georgia. GINNY has been trying to see you. You've been making her break rules and putting her in all these really questionable positions to see her and to spend time with her and talk to her. And now, like, that's all like, oh, whatever, Zion. Like, it went from Zion's not a good enough father, I'm better, to, Zion's better than me. it's like she again is very selfish. She is very selfish, and I think that's why when Paul says you're the most selfish person I've ever met, it hits hard, and that's what pushes her to run, because she realizes that she is. She loves Ginny and Austin more than anything else in this world, but she is still selfish at the core of everything. And so it's like I want to strangle her, but she does make the decision to come back, and she turns herself in. It would have been better if you just didn't freaking do it. The fact that you got yourself to the point of doing it. Like, what the hell, Georgia? So are we supposed to commend her for turning around? Like, are we supposed to be like, oh, good thing you came back? She says, I realized that I'd rather see you in prison than never see you again. Oh, well, good thing you figured that out now, that you cut your freaking ankle monitor off because you weren't in enough like, is this supposed to be like a milestone for her of improvement that she did that? I don't know. But Ginny is really scaring me at the end here, because she says to Marcus, remember how you said it's not all on me? Well, I think it has to be. I gotta go. And she runs. What the hell is she going to do? Is she going to go to Cynthia? Is she going to go to Cynthia and be like, Cynthia dropped the charges? I don't know. I'm going to stop theorizing because I'm talking too much. But overall, that was a fantastic episode. Again, felt like a freaking finale, but we have 2 damn episodes left. I cannot wait to see what Ginny's plan is. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.